quick video. It's a LG OLED C1. All I'm going to do today is mount it on a fixed flat wall mount. So I've got a Harm one I've already unboxed. It's similar to last year's CX, to be honest. What I will do differently though, I think I got moaned at because it didn't show me lifting it off the pedestal stand, which I will do today. The other thing, if you've got this new out of a box, you may as well use the box as a large flat surface to lay it on. It's similar, you'll see it on my unboxing video. Put your arms on the back, measure it up, mount it. This is on its pedestal stand because it was part of the unboxing video. I built it up for that. So I'm going to put the arms on while it's on its stand, lift it off, put it on the wall. The stand itself consists of 3 parts. We've got the arms that go on the back of the TV, the plate that goes on the wall. We'll get a screw pack with it. I've taken out M6 bolts for this TV. M6 bolts by about 11mm approximately. I've measured them out and I've got a washer on each, so I'll get close up at the back. We'll put those arms on, measure up, get it put on the wall. So all I'm going to do is pick a hole on there. This is a 200mm by 300mm Visa. So I've already got a bolt in one of the arms. Just going to pop it up there, offer it to the screw, offer it up to the thread, should I say. So you can see there's quite a bit of play in there. And all I do usually is pull the arm up as I wind that in and just nip it up tight. The reason I've done that is, one, while this is holding it on the wall, it can't slide down any further and go sort of wonky on the wall. Also, if I do both arms the same, then it should remain level as long as this part's mounted level to the wall. Now I've nipped that one up, I can just quickly whip the top one in. Screw in again. And hold it there, gently wind it in. Got the slacks, pull the slack up as we nip the arm up. Then I can just wind the other screw straight in. Cool. Okay, so that's going to be like that. So we'll have a couple inches either way that I can slide the TV, but obviously if we want the TV central, put this bar on the wall central. The critical dimensions are, for me, either the top of the TV to the bottom of the bracket or the bottom of the TV to the bottom of the bracket. As I've got this on its pedestal still, my dimension today is probably going to be from the top of the TV to the bottom of that bracket. What we do when we've got 2 of us is put a spirit level across the top, so we know the spirit level's level going across there. I can then get my tape to the top height of the TV and measure to the bottom of my bracket, which I've made 320mm. So I can mark on my wall a vertical centre line for the bracket plate, and also where I've marked where I want the top of my TV, 320mm down to the bottom of that bracket. Just put some grey tape on the wall in hope of what I'm doing showing up on camera, but that's a mark for the top of the TV. Approximately. So I've measured here down 320mm, so I'll just mark that. Hope it shows somewhat, so that is going to be the bottom of my bracket. I've also got a centre line going here, so I know where I want the centre to be. Spirit level on the top. If the bracket you use has got a bubble built in, don't trust it, put a spirit level on the top. I'm just going to mark 4 of those slots. 4 of those slots marked there. I've got a wooden, it's like chipboard with vinyl on it, wall with studs behind, so I can screw straight into that. Obviously if you've got a brick wall, use the correct fixings. I use concrete bolts, drill a 6mm pilot hole. Those concrete bolts or concrete screws will screw straight into there and cut their own thread in the wall. Okay, so for me I've got 4 of the appropriate fixings. I'm just going to screw them into the wall before I put the bracket on and create a threaded hole to make it easier. Or at least 2 of those anyway, so that's 1 and 2 holes. Bracket on. So I've nipped that one up slightly so I can put my level back on. Put my second screw into the hole, ready. I'm just going to wind this up with level on top and nip it up level. Brilliant. Then I can just whip the other 2 screws in if I don't keep dropping them. Okay, so we should be nice and firmly on there. We're ready to lift it onto the wall. I'm going to remove the plastic cover. Well, it's covering my pedestal screws. There, there, there and there. Just quickly unwind those out. If you're doing this on your own, you do have to have a bit of faith that those 2 tiny plastic tabs are going to hold that weight from tipping forwards. Okay, 4 screws out. So that is now detached. Obviously, if you've got 2 of you, while you wind those out, just have somebody ready to keep it secure and steady. I've had to trust the design of the stand because I'm doing it on my own. We've got these arms which should be secure, or you can lift there. If there's 2 of you, get under the bottom. Just make sure the front can't tip forwards and gently lift it. So I'm going to just jiggle it off that base, and that is it. So it just simply lifts off. I've got all the weight on my bottom arm. We can see those hooks on the back of the TV plate on the wall. So I'm going to lift it on and hook it on. Oh, and that went straight on, luckily for me. So I believe it to be on. What I can do is just slide it side to side. If you've got 2 people and you're lifting it on, you can obviously see the sides of the brackets where you're lifting it onto, and you can see it going on, hooking onto that plate. And just look down there so I can see it securely mounted on. It's not the finished TV. That TV is nearly 47mm thick. Bracket probably stands off a bit. You can get slimmer brackets, but remember you've got cables going in horizontally. The optical on these, I've noticed, can get crushed and stop the sound, so sometimes I'll wedge just a bloody paper ball or something behind to hold it off a bit so it's not crushed. So from the wall to the front of that, it's 75mm at the bottom. At the top it's 85mm. I've got a slight bit of tilt going on there as well, which is fine. But I'm just going to slide it to the side so it's equal. You can see I've already got my wires carefully taped up there out the way, so I can plug everything in. Because you've got such a void behind this, I've actually got a 4-gang main socket. I can just plug my mains straight in. Wouldn't worry about the heat coming out too much. It'll be fine. And then I can just plug my other connections. I use just feel where the sockets are and plug those in. Last thing to do is the peely bit. It does have a screen protector on it, so we should have a nice immaculate screen underneath.